Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. If y'all will, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click on the bell to get notifications for upcoming videos. I post weekly, so y'all don't want to miss out on any of the videos I've got coming up. And if you'll give me a thumbs up on this video and any others that y'all watch, I would appreciate it. We're gonna make for you today some potato cheese balls. Now this is a long process because there's several steps to it, and I went ahead and did a couple of them just to kind of save some time. But let me tell you how you start this recipe. You're going to take a pound of red skin potatoes and you're going to peel them, and depending on the size of them, if they're small, you can just put them in water and salt and put them on your stove, and you're going to boil them until they're fork tender. Now if they're a larger size, you want to make sure you have a pound. Still going to peel them and everything. I mean, you may want to cut them in half, that way they'll cook up a little quicker for you. And then once they're fork ready, you're going to transfer them into a bowl like I've already done, and I went ahead and grated the potatoes. I just used a regular hand grater. If you happen to have a potato ricer, that would work just as well. Now what we're going to do, you can see they're all kind of shredded up, and what we're going to do is add some cheese, which is parmesan, which is a cup, into this. And then just salt and pepper to taste. And then we're going to mash this down and kind of just make sure it's all blended in well. And then we're going to make balls out of this mixture. Now I went ahead and cut up, I got a block of mozzarella cheese, and I went ahead and cut that into small pieces. And you want to put it in between some parchment paper. That way you can get the excess water out of the cheese. So you just want to, have that mashed on that so it takes the excess water out. And like I said, we're just going to mix this and mash it up until it's kind of like a mashed potato almost. And then we're going to make a ball, and then what the end thing is, we'll actually deep fry these, and they're going to be delicious. All right, so get the cheese all mixed in. Don't want to miss any of that because it'll be good in this. Okay, now what you're going to do is just take a little bit and you're going to mix it. And if you have rings on, I would go ahead and take them off at that before you start this, which I've already done. Just a small ball. And then what you're going to do is just make a little hole, and we're going to go ahead and put a piece of our cheese in there, and then we're going to put the potato around it. And then you're going to make it into a little ball. Now, I went ahead and just got a couple of round baking dishes and put some parchment paper in it, and I'm going to go ahead and put all the balls in here, because once we have all these mixed up and rolled up into balls, we're going to put them in the refrigerator for just a few minutes until our oil gets hot. Now you can use whatever type of oil that you want. I've got vegetable oil. You can use peanut oil or canola, but basically you just want to get it good and hot after you refrigerate these for just a few minutes, and basically just until your grease is hot. It's all the longer it takes. And then we're going to deep fry those. So I'm going to go ahead and finish making the balls, and then I'm going to put them in our fridge, and then when I come back I'm going to show you what we do, what we're going to put our potato balls in before we actually deep fry them. Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get our potato balls ready to go into our grease. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take some flour, 3 eggs, some plain breadcrumbs, and then we're just going to add some salt and pepper to that, and some paprika, and that's going to be about a tablespoon of paprika. Salt and pepper is just to taste, and we're just going to stir that around. You just use a fork to do that. Just kind of blend it in there. And then we're going to take our eggs and we're going to beat those. And I just got a different little pan here, so once I get them coated, I'll just put them in here, and then we'll take this back to the oil to fry them. All right, so now just going to want to take one of your potato balls and then just roll it in flour, and then just dip it in the egg, and then in your breadcrumb mixture, and then we're going to go back to the egg and then back to the breadcrumbs. Now we're going to do that for all these balls before we actually start frying them. All right, so I'm going to continue getting these coated, and then once we do, we'll come back and we'll show you how we get them fried up for you. Okay, y'all, we got all of our cheese and potato balls all rolled up and breaded. Now we're going to go ahead and drop them into our hot grease. Just want to be careful. Just going to drop them in, and then they're just going to cook up until a nice golden brown. And when they're done, they should start floating to the top. You're going to want to go ahead and have some paper towels to when you take them out of the grease, to lay them on, and then to absorb that excess grease. Just be very careful while you're dropping these in, because this oil is very hot, which is what you need. These are really good if you like a cheese and potatoes combination. This is a delicious recipe for y'all to try. It does take a few steps, but it's worth it in the end. All right, I'm going to try to get these last two in. And let's see how they're looking. Just want to use some tongs or a fork. Oh, let's go ahead and get these out. They're already starting to fry up. Good for us. Let's get them out. Put them on the paper towels, and they're almost going to look like a hush puppy. There you go. And what you can do is you can serve these with some ranch dressing, or if you like a marinara sauce, you can use whatever you like to dip your cheese and potatoes in. And there you got your potato balls. And they're all done. I hope y'all will try this and let me know how you like it. And I hope that y'all will subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications to get click on the bell to get notifications for all my upcoming videos. I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, and thank y'all so much for watching.